Let's travel back to 1996, a year filled with Pokémon, Mario 64, and kids trying to figure out if there was truly a nude code in Tomb Raider. Those of us who were deep in the trenches of the arcade fighting scene perhaps noticed a ninja-themed weapon-based arcade romp get dropped, aptly named Ninja Masters. Released for the Neo Geo arcade and home platform, this would be the final fighter produced by ADK, who had previously worked on the often-forgotten World Heroes franchise through the early 90s. While Ninja Masters has seen a few re-releases over the years, including an Arcade Archives version in 2019, it's back again, because money of course, with this new Steam version of the game throwing in some bells and whistles that will surely please fans of the original. So does this interesting fighter hold up in modern times? Actually, yeah, it kinda does. Ninja Masters stood out a bit from other fighters in how characters were able to swap between using a weapon or going at it hand-to-hand with the press of a button. This added a unique element of strategy to each battle, with different stances offering varied movesets and opening up new combos. Much like other arcade games of the genre, players have a super meter, and like many fighters to bear the SNK label, this game is deeper than it may appear on the surface, with its small roster of 12 coming fully equipped with movesets that often involve complicated inputs far better suited for an arcade stick. While the fighting roster may be small, it is mighty, with each combatant being fun to learn and master. I'm far from a pro at this game as I didn't have access to it as a young teen, but I did enjoy experimenting with fighters such as the Ninja Goemon and the ever-so-bouncy Natsume, my personal favorite for a multitude of reasons. I didn't find a character that I despised, with all of them standing out for different reasons. This means that the game's two-player mode usually makes for some good, decently balanced bouts, at least for amateurs like us who don't know how to exploit the game, which I'm sure is possible. As for what's new in this new version of Ninja Masters, truth be it told, it's still a pretty bare-bones package. Online play will be the main draw here for most fans, which will apparently offer rollback netcode to help each battle play out as smoothly as possible. Sadly, with no players at the time of this review, I was unable to test this feature. Lobbies should support up to 9 players at a time. A tournament mode has also been added, which allows for single and double elimination along with round robin. If you'll be going it alone, a new practice mode allows you to test each character, with movesets easily pulled up via a menu at any time. The game's speed can also be changed so that you can carefully nail down combinations, because yes, Ninja Masters is surprisingly a combo-heavy game. Maybe not killer instinct levels of combo-y mayhem, but I definitely strung off some sweet 11+ hit chains that were extremely satisfying to watch unfold. A time attack mode is also now available, along with a fun little gallery that has a few character arts and some design materials. The truth of the matter is there's not a ton of new features here, with the main draw again being online play, which means players that already own this game in one iteration or another may not feel overly enticed to grab another version. Yes, there's a few borders layered in here as well to spice up the aspect ratio, but there's just not that much that's thrilling. If you've never owned or even heard of Ninja Masters, I think you'll find plenty to like here, assuming you're a fan of retro fighting games. Combatants having 2 distinct movesets and being able to lose their weapons during battle only to pick them up again works better than I expected. The animations, bold sprites, and pixelated visuals of this game still look top-notch given the game's age. Just avoid some of the lame filters that are offered here. And more advanced players can certainly appreciate the depth it offers, with plenty of cancels and combos available. I didn't encounter any major performance issues while playing the Steam version of Ninja Masters, with the combat feeling smooth, audio playing just fine, and no scaling issues whatsoever to report. This seems to be a pretty dang accurate emulation of the original 96 release from what I can tell. The overall aesthetic of the game is pretty rad too, with its feudal Japanese theme that carries over to an interesting, frantic soundtrack that offers intense Eastern influences and flair. Yes, the roster isn't massive compared to, say, the KOF games, and I'm sure a few balancing issues are present, even if I wasn't bothered too much as a more casual fighting fan, but overall, this is a neat cult classic that I'm glad I got to check out. This isn't a massively overhauled version of a game that was a bit overshadowed by other fighting franchises, the likes of Tekken and Street Fighter Alpha, but it's a cool piece of gaming history that's worth spending your coins on. I am awarding Ninja Masters the Silver Genie Lamp of approval. Thanks so much for watching, everyone. If you enjoyed today's video, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel to help us continue to be able to bring a voice to the voiceless. Join the over 60,000 indie warriors that have said goodbye to the gaming echo chamber. For even more support, head over to patreon.com/idreamofindiegames, where you can get Discord access, early shows, exclusive content, and more, now with a brand new $2 entry tier. Or check out YouTube memberships for exclusive badges, custom emoji, and other fun perks. Support real people making real things, because here at I Dream of Indie Games, it's always about the games.